Assalamu alaikum, Pip. Assalamu alaikum, everyone.
Alaikum salam. Salaam alaikum, everyone.
What's wrong, Pip? You seem like you're out of breath.
Oh, I had to run, all the way from monster school.
All the way from monster school?
Yeah, I ran all the way and I didn't stop.
Why were you running?
I only stopped for the road, because you should always stop, look, and live.
Stop, look, and live.
Yeah.
Okay.
They taught that at monster school.
Right. Okay.
But I ran all that way and I'm really out of breath.
All right. So why were you running anyway?
You know why?
Why?
Because there's a special guest.
And who's the special guest?
Oh! Can you guess who the special guest is?
I mean, do the special guests sit in this chair?
Sometimes.
So I'm the special guest.
You could be.
I could be.
Is your name Ali Fadhil?
It is. Yes, my name is Ali Fadhil. Yeah.
And you are the special guest.
Thank you. Thank you.
Children, are you excited? Before we start, I have a really, it's a silly question, but can I ask it?
Yeah, sure.
My friend, I was telling him, Ali Fadhil's coming to see me, Pip, round my house, on Pip and Friends.
Yeah.
And he said, no, his name's not Ali Fadhil, it's Mulla Ali Fadhil.
Oh, okay.
And I said, no, your name's Ali.
Yeah.
Did your mummy and daddy call you Mulla Ali Fadhil?
No, they didn't call me Mullah, they called me Ali.
What
So,
does Mullah mean?
All right, so Pip, it's really hard to explain to you.
Okay,
Mullah is literally like a title. Like, for example, you have doctor, professor,
like sheikh.
Sheikh,
because I had loads of sheikh come over,
Yeah.
They always come and they always say, hello, Pip. I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, hi, salam.
Yeah. So, Mullah is like a title, but only within the Iraqis, Mullah is referred to as a reciter. But,
it's like a reciter.
Yeah, but within other cultures, Mullah is sometimes referred to as a learned person or someone who knows a lot about Islam. Yeah, I think in the Pakistani tradition, Mullah is usually, or in even the Afghan tradition, I think Mullahs are usually referred to as people who are like sheikhs and stuff.
I could become a mullah too, because when I want to grow older, I want to become a sheikh.
Okay, that's great.
I want to become a reciter too.
Is your turban going to be blue?
Blue or red, like my heart.
Oh, that's nice.
Can you see that?
Yeah,
Do you like that?
I like that, yeah.
You know what? Do you get really tired too? Because, you recite all over the world.
Yeah, I do get tired, especially when I'm in the recitation itself. It takes a lot of energy to recite and to make sure that the poem and the words and the rhythm and the tone and everything like that is up to a very good standard. So it takes a lot of effort.
Wow,
yeah.
That's so impressive. Do you put a lot of practice in?
I do, because as you know, practice makes...
perfect!
Exactly, so I practice a lot to make it more perfect and perfect. That's what I do.
Oh, that's amazing.
So I recite with myself, for example, in the shower. Have you ever done that before? Recite in the shower?
Yeah.
Exactly. Do you sound nice in the shower?
I think so.
There you go then. So everyone sounds nice in the shower. So I practice a lot when I'm in the shower or when I'm outside or when I'm in the room or whatever. And I practice and practice and practice so that when I do recite, it turns out well.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
You know what?
What?
How old were you when you first started to recite?
I was about 13, 14.
Wow!
I was quite young, I was quite young.
That's really young.
Yeah.
I thought only the people who recite, like the mullahs, they're very old.
No, you can start very young. There's a lot of reciters who start young, but they start very locally, so they only start within their own masjid, their own place. And then they slowly get invited elsewhere.
Is that what locally means?
Locally means very close to you. So within your mosque.
Like in Monsterland?
In Monsterland, yeah. How big is Monsterland?
Monsterland?
Yeah.
Well, can you see that big, gigantic rainbow out the window?
Yeah.
No, the window's behind you.
Oh, sorry, okay, this one here.
No, the window in front of you.
Well, I'm lost. Why are you doing this to me, Pip? That's not fair.
Because you've got to lighten up a bit,
Okay, all right.
I know you're quite stressed out from all the majalises you've been reciting.
No, I'm not too stressed out. I like being around you, Pip. You make me very comfortable.
I like you too.
Thank you very much.
I like your voice a lot, and I'm sure we'll hear it at the end.
Yeah.
But there's one thing I really wanted to know.
What is it?
See, I keep running and running from majlis to majlis.
Yeah.
I mean...
Do you know why you're running from majlis to majlis? Do you know why you're going to these majlis in the first place?
Well,
your mummy and daddy, do they just take you and,
Yeah, and then I see my friends there.
Okay.
And then maybe after the majlis, we sometimes go into the car park and, play tag.
And you play tag?
Yeah, monster
Do you also
tag.
drink chai? You don't want to drink chai. You don't drink chai.
Ah, chai's really hot.
Yeah, so you
if
don't
my
drink-
mummy calls it down, I'll have some chai. But
Okay.
only with milk.
Yes, exactly.
Once we went to this other centre,
Yeah.
and they gave it without milk.
And you didn't have it, did you?
Oh no, it
No,
was
good.
too non-milky.
Yeah, you don't want to have it with non-milk. It's not good for you.
No, but
Okay.
I was just wondering, like,
So-
why do we go to Majlis?
Well, look, I mean, this whole thing is about what's called azadari. Have you heard of that term before?
I think I've heard of it.
Yeah, azadari. I mean, well, basically, what azadari is mourning. Okay, how would I explain mourning to you now? Being
Morning,
sad.
like morning, like night and then morning.
No.
Like
See-
the sun comes out. I know exactly. I don't need to know.
No. It's not that kind of sun and day and night and morning. No, I'm talking about mourning.
No, it's spelled morning.
Yeah, that's-
ing, like good morning.
No. I know that's not the morning. Get that out of your head. Not that morning.
Okay, out of my head.
Out of your head.
Out of my head.
Out of your head, totally.
Head totally out.
Okay, cool. What I mean by mourning is being sad.
Oh.
So do you know how when you go to the Majlis you see people crying and they're wearing black hair? They're sad. Why are they sad? It's because they are sad for what happened to our third Imam. Who's our third Imam?
Imam Hussain.
Exactly.
Can we recite a salawat?
Allahumma salli ala
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. You know the children at home love it when we recite salawat.
Great.
I love it as well. My heart feels really warm.
That's fantastic. So basically, so as I was saying, when we go to these majalis or these places,
Yeah.
we're all sad because of what happened to Imam Hussain in Karbala.
It's really sad, isn't it?
It is, yeah, it is.
It's really, really sad.
And what they do is there's different types of being sad. So, for example, there's being sad by sitting and listening to a majlis and crying because of what happened. And then there's another form of being sad, or another type of being sad, and that's when you try to feel the pain of Imam Hussain alayhi salam. You try to feel the pain of Sayyidah Zainab and what happened to the women and children in Karbala.
Oh, yeah, that's
So what they do is, within different cultures, do you know what culture is? Or like different types of people?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like different backgrounds?
Red monsters, blue monsters, pink
excellent.
monsters.
There you go. So pink monsters and blue monsters and all those different types of monsters, they come together.
Yeah.
When they come together, they hit themselves. They hit themselves very lightly because in order to feel the pain of Imam Hussain and what happened in Karbala. We don't do this just for no reason, because there are what's called a tradition or a hadith. You know what like traditions are, hadiths.
I know what hadith is.
Yeah?
Hadith, because the sheikh told me that hadith is something which the Prophet or the Ahlul Bayt, which is the family of the Prophet,
Exactly.
taught us.
Exactly. So it comes down. So everything that we learn from everything that we know about Islam has come from the Prophet and the Ahlul Bayt, the family of the Prophet, through narrations and traditions and hadith.
Narration, like
Narration.
stories.
It's like like a story basically.
Oh, people always narrate. See what I did
Yes,
there?
yes.
They narrate
Yeah, exactly.
stories to Pip.
And other monsters as well.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
when they come on Pip and Friends,
And yeah, when they
come
come.
and do narrations.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you like that?
I like that a lot. That was really
Yeah.
smart. Yeah, that was really smart.
I think I deserve like a big gold star.
Big gold star.
High five.
Have a high five. Yeah, I was just about to say
Yeah,
that. High
yeah,
five.
yeah.
Okay.
You
So,
know what?
yeah.
I have a question.
Okay.
A very, very hard question.
Okay.
If you're saying
Mm-hmm.
the Majlis was taught to us in Hadith,
Mm-hmm.
so that's narrations or stories,
Mm-hmm.
when's the first time or the first ever story we have
Okay.
about a Majlis?
Yeah, sure. So, do you know the fourth Imam, Imam Zain al-Abidin or Imam al-Sajjad?
Yeah.
He was in Karbala, but because he was too ill or too sick to be able to defend Imam Hussain, he saw everything what happened in Karbala. So exactly 1 year after the 10th of Ashura, he held what's called the first Majlis. So he brought people together and he said to everyone, make sure that no one forgets the story of Karbala.
Oh, that's
No one
really
forgets
nice.
no one forgets what happened to Imam Hussain. So exactly what he did was he brought all of the monsters together, all of his Pip and whatever, all his friends. He brought all of them together and he said to them, look, we are going to narrate stories of Imam Hussain alayhi salam to each other so that the message of Imam Hussain alayhi salam can go from one age, from one pip to another, to another, to another.
So he brought all the people together.
All of the people together.
And then like, because the people just do it, like we also do it, the monsters.
Yeah.
And you know what else?
What?
I heard even the jinn had majlis for Imam Hussain.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah, I think all the jinn and everyone was really
Even
sad.
the angels were really sad.
Everyone was sad for what happened to Imam Hussain.
I heard, you know, the prophets in heaven.
Yeah.
They were sad when they saw the thing in Karbala. You know, the battle.
Yeah,
when
exactly.
they saw Imam Hussain by himself at the end.
Yeah, exactly.
They started to cry.
They started to cry, and the angels and the prophets and everyone started to cry. But it's fine. It's fine. I mean, that's what makes us stronger, because we connect to Imam Hussain through the tears that we shed.
Yeah, Imam Hussein's made me really strong. You know that?
Yeah. And do you know what? On this, do you know what kind of relationship do you have with Imam Hussain? Do you think?
Well, when I was younger, like 3 months ago,
Okay.
I think I used to have just like, you know, I used to go to a majlis and listen. And then one day a sheikh said, why don't you talk to Imam Hussain? And I said, what? Me? Pip, talk to Imam Hussain? He said, yes. Pip, you should speak to him about your problems.
Yeah, exactly.
So now I speak to him sometimes, you know.
That's amazing, because you know what? I have a poem about that same thing.
You do?
I do.
But before we read the poem,
Yeah.
can I ask you another question?
Of course you can.
When's the first time we heard about the poems?
Ah, okay. So the poems came a couple of years later.
Yes.
A couple of years later, because with the Iraqis, they were known for their Arabic poetry, or the Arabs, let's just say. They were known for their Arabic poetry. So poetry was very, very strong at the time of the Prophet and all of the Imams.
What's a poetry?
Okay, so poetry, it's basically the feelings that you have in your red heart there, coming out into words onto a paper.
Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes it can rhyme. Do you know what rhyme means?
Yes, I do.
What does it mean?
When like one word
Yeah.
sounds like the other.
Exactly.
Like,
So give me a sentence, or give me two lines of poetry that rhyme.
Pip shouldn't rhyme, because if he did, it would be a crime.
Yeah.
What, is that a rhyme?
It's a rhyme.
Is that a good poem?
That's a very good. More no, it's not a very good poem, because you can rhyme, and it's not a crime for you to rhyme. See, I did that as well.
You're my rhyming, criming partner.
I mean, rhyming, criming partner. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, we should
But
do
that was
crimes.
that's a rhyme. So that's a rhyme, and that's what poetry is. That's a very basic explanation of poetry. But it's basically the feelings that you have, the experiences that you have in your life. So you know, all of the stories that you have with your uncle, well, not with uncle and what's Penny. That's the one. So anything that all of the good times and the bad times that you have with them, it's all in your heart. You put that all into paper.
Oh, like emotion.
Emotions. That's the one. Yeah.
What does emotion mean?
Oh, you just said you just said the word emotion.
I know. I just always hear it when people speak about things from their heart.
Emotion is like a feeling that you have in your heart.
Oh, like when you feel sad.
Yeah, that's an emotion.
Or feels happy.
Yeah, that's an emotion.
So we should always be emotional.
Yes.
But like emotions attached to the Ahlul Bayt, right?
Exactly.
So when it's their birthdays, we should be
happy.
And when it's their martyrdom, or like, you know,
when they die.
I learned martyrdom last week.
Did you?
Yeah.
Good.
But yeah, martyrdom is basically, you know,
when
the person was killed, but they were doing the right thing.
Yeah.
So anyway, you know what? When was the first poem written?
Okay, so like I said, so Imam Zain al-Abidin, he made the first Majlis.
Yeah.
But the first poetry to be recited about Imam Hussain alayhi salam was a couple of years later, where I think it was this poet called, can you say this? Da'b al-Khuza'i. Say that. Yeah, okay, no, it's fine. It's an Arabic name.
I can remember Da'b.
Yeah, Da'b al-Khuza'i.
Khuza'i.
Yeah, Khuza'i.
Okay, because you taught me some Arabic at the end, remind me to teach you some monster.
Please do. Okay, I really want to learn monster so I can speak to you in your monster language. And maybe we can recite poetry in monster language.
One day.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think it was Da'b al-Khuza'i who made the first piece of poetry about Imam Hussain alayhi salam. And that sort of carried on from narration to narration to narration. Yeah.
My mum said something about, you know al-Banin?
Yeah.
She said she would hold majlises for Imam Hussain
She did. She held the first majlis. I'll tell you when. When Sayyidah Zainab, after what happened to her brother Imam Hussain in Karbala, she went from one city to another city, one city. She didn't really go out of her own doing. She was forced to go from some evil men.
Evil man Yazid.
Yeah.
I don't like Yazid.
Yeah.
He made.
It's fine. Don't worry. But so anyway, so she was forced to go from one city to another city to another city, until she ended up in her hometown, which is Medina in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
So when she was in Medina, al-Banin, who was the mother of Abu Fadl Abbas.
He's my superhero.
He's your hero, isn't he?
Yeah. He's like super strong.
He's really strong. Yeah.
I want to be just like him.
Exactly. So his mother, al-Banin, she was the first person to welcome Sayyidah Zainab in Medina.
Wow.
And she held like a female majlis as well.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it?
It is.
You know, every time I lose something, my mum says, Pip, you should recite a Fatiha for al-Banin.
Exactly.
And you know what? Lo and behold, I always find it.
You always find it, exactly. I've tried that as well, and it's really worked. Yeah.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
Now that you're talking about all these poems and stuff, do you think you have a poem?
I do. And you know, you were talking about having that talking to Imam Hussain alayhi salam and giving him, you know, telling him about all your problems. Remember that? Yeah. So this poem is something along those lines. So
wait.
Yeah.
So, like it's like what I was speaking to you about.
Yeah.
About having problems and telling Imam Hussain.
Yes, exactly.
That's my favourite.
Exactly. So I'm going to recite it for you. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Should we recite salawat before we do it?
Yeah.
Okay, so salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
So the poem is called Worlds Apart. Have you heard of that one before?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, okay.
My mum plays it in the car sometimes.
Yeah, it's called Worlds Apart. And basically it's about how far but close Imam Hussain is.
That's so true, because
it is.
You know, Iraq is so far away.
Exactly.
He's so near in my heart.
Exactly, in that red heart of yours.
Did you write it?
I didn't know. It was a poet. So do you know we were talking about poetry?
Yeah.
The person who writes the poetry is called a poet.
Oh.
Yes. So
was he a poet?
Yeah,
Did
the
he
person.
even know it?
Now you're rhyming, now aren't you?
It's not a griming.
It's not a griming.
Criming.
Oh, criming. No, you can't use criming. But okay, we'll get on to English.
Make it work.
We'll make it rhyme. Okay. So anyway, the person who wrote this poem was a man called Nouri Sardar.
Nouri Sardar.
Have you met him before?
No.
You should meet him. He's really nice.
Yeah, he sounds like a really cool man.
He writes all these poetry. He could teach you about poetry. You could teach him about monster language as well, so he can write poetry.
Yeah, that would be really good.
Be a good idea.
Do you know what? Let's recite a salawat for him for writing that poem.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Okay. Worlds apart, I search for the road from me to you, oh Hussein. What veils and what worlds exist between myself and Hussein? Can one who the heart has stolen be worlds apart from his servant? Can one who the heart has stolen be worlds apart from his servant? He who wanders the world of love, I stand alone at this world's end. My eye searches for your figure, so to your wounds I can attend. And yet still worlds apart I stand, even if worlds your love transcends. I wish when you stood there alone, my hand to you I could extend. Is it it fair that I can't soothe you? Yet to all of my wounds you tend. I wish when swords upon you prayed, at my master I could defend. I stand on the edge of one world, crying out your name, Hussain, and my tears that drip down reshape to write your name, oh Hussain. Can he whose love destroys reason be worlds apart from his servant?
Oh, wow! Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
So are you a servant of Imam Hussain?
Yes, I am. That was amazing.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Wow.
That was really nice. Thank you.
Wow.
I really liked it. So are you going to go to another majlis now?
I am going to go to another majlis. Are you going to go to another majlis?
Yes, I'll be heading to another majlis, inshallah.
Wow. Are you going to another majlis at home? You are? Before you go, I'm going to teach you one word because
Please.
you left me with a gift of
Okay.
that recitation.
Okay.
And my mum says, whenever someone comes and they serve the Ahlul Bayt in your house, we're having a majlis next week, you know.
Okay.
We have to get gifts for everyone.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you a gift.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to teach you the most important monster word.
All right.
Are you ready?
Yes.
It's very special.
Okay.
So it goes like this.
Okay.
Growl!
Growl.
No.
No.
Growl!
Okay, I'm going to have to try and get used to speaking monster.
Oh yeah, because your throat's ready for, like, you know, reciting.
Yeah,
I'll teach you another pip word.
Okay.
Final pip word
Yeah.
of the day.
Yeah.
Your recitation today, there's one word to describe it.
Okay.
Fabulous.
Fabulous. Is that how it? Is that how it? No.
Fabulous.
I can't.
No, try.
Fabulous. No.
Okay, I think you should stick to the reciting.
I'll
but
stick
you're
to the
really good at
reciting. Okay,
mashallah.
thank you
And
very much.
inshallah, we can meet again.
Inshallah.
I really liked you coming
Me too,
over.
me
You know,
too.
next time we meet, maybe I'll have a poem to read
Thank
to
you. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you,
you.
Mulla Ali,
Thank you
for
very
coming
much.
over.
No problem.
And children at home, make sure you go to as many majlises and make sure you try and participate.
Inshallah.
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 Till next time.
Thank you.
Ma'as salama.
Bye bye.